What up? 大家好，我是唢呐。A 16-year-old kid shoots a cop and walks away with his life? Say what? But first, I have an announcement to make. I'm finally taking this 靠背饶舌歌手 shit to the stage. 3月13日 I'll be performing live for the very first time with冰球乐团. So if you want to see me live up on stage, then get tickets in the link down below.
Do this shit immediately.
So, in this day and age where cops have been shooting niggas, strangling niggas, and stepping on their necks, if you'd have told me that some shit like this happened where a kid shot a cop, the only question I'd have for you is, word, so when's his funeral? I'm gonna send that nigga some flowers. Real talk, that's the standard operating procedure when it comes to police, and it ain't just black folks either. If you yellow, if you brown, when it comes to the police, they putting your ass down, son. Especially when it comes to the NYPD. These motherfuckers rank in the top 5 when it comes to corruption and police brutality in the entire United States, yo. Now, there is more to this story than just the headline. As we go deeper into the root, you're gonna find out that him shooting that cop is just the tip of the iceberg. So hold on to your butts, and let's get straight into it. Now, who would dare have the balls to shoot a member of the most gangster, most corrupt criminal organization in the United States? Look no further than high school drill rapper C Blue. 他上课很认真，考试考最高分, and not only that, but he's also killing it in the rap game as well. Having only rapped for less than 2 years, he already racked up 4 million views on YouTube, has a blue check on Instagram, and even has a record deal, yo.
Bitch, you know my whole gang did a lot. For to say I really threw shots. I've been chasing niggas since the jet. I gotta keep me a shot, no dike. Cause these niggas be plotting on taking my life. You know I won't go like Rick. It's a no old song when we walk through. I'm a hitter, so watch who you talk to. Big ass shot, feeling like a Mad Max.
Shit. I don't know about you, but whenever I was 16, I could barely get through my dad's porn collection without shooting all over my goddamn blue jeans. Now, everybody knows if you're gonna call yourself a gangster rapper, then you must do real gang shit. My boy C Blue, who 上课很认真, was out to up his street cred.
The greatest gangster this universe has ever seen, right?
Whereas most inexperienced gangster rappers might try to go out, maybe fight a nigga or two, or steal some shit, C Blue wasn't about that shit. He was trying to get real down and dirty. At just 14 years old, my man went out and caught a gun charge.
Oh my God!
Now, lucky for him, he was a minor when it happened, which means he only got several months probation. But if he gets caught doing some dumb shit again, that means he's getting locked away for a really long time. Now, if this is me, I got my street cred with my gun charge, I got my fame, I got my money, I'm good, baby. And I see Blue, the first opportunity he got, he wrote that homework and got back out in them streets, running with gangsters and murderers and doing all sorts of wild shit. Which leads us to the main event in question. Just a few months after his probation, my boy is at a block party. But not just any block party, a gangster block party. That means people were turning up. Now, if it's me and I'm wilding out at some party and the police get called and they show up, the first thing I'm trying to do is slip out the back or maybe blend in with the crowd and hope they don't see my black ass. My boy C Blue is on some other shit. This nigga is standing out front. So when the police arrive, he's the first person they see. And on top of that, my man's got his hands in his pockets. So when the police show up, they're like,
Take your hands out your pocket.
C Blue has a gun in his pocket. And remember, he's on probation. So if he gets caught with that gun, his ass is going to jail. Now, anybody else who's grown up in the hood knows the SOP for the police is put your hands up, pray they don't shoot your ass, and hopefully they'll leave soon. My boy C Blue, in response to their meager request, what does he do? He keeps his hands in his pockets and he says nothing. The police, maybe they thought that nigga was deaf.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Or maybe the music was so loud that he couldn't hear, so they gave him another chance and asked again.
Take your hands out your pocket.
What does C Blue do? Nothing. He stays still, he looks him straight in the eye and keeps his hands in them damn pockets. At which point, the police has had enough. So he rushes towards him and tries to force that nigga to get his hands out of his pockets. And at this point, shit goes from bad to worse. A 16-year-old boy is now in a fight with the police. And where shit has already gotten worse, it's about to go straight to hell mode. Because at some point, that gun goes off and it shoots the cop in the leg, and it also shoots my boy in his dick. Damn! Nigga, you supposed to be on some gang shit and you can't even handle a gun right. Now, you would think once this happened, the other cop would unload a clip on this kid's ass. But it did not go down like that. Somehow, they managed to do the right thing, arrest this little kid, and throw his ass in jail, all the while taking the other cop to the hospital. Now, this might be because the cop that got shot was another black dude. So Mary's like, man, he's a nigga too, it's all good, it's no big deal. Because if he was white, I guarantee you that kid would have been gone, son.
Is this what they call white privilege?
But white or not, cops, just like gangsters, protect their own. Which is why, whenever C Blue was in jail, the judge set his bail at $200,000. Now this is where shit gets real interesting. Do you remember earlier when I said C Blue had signed to a major record label? Well, they gave him an advance so large that he only had to use a small bit to bail himself out of jail. Now this is where I gotta give my boy props. Because if me, at 16 years old, you give me a shit ton of money, I'm blowing it on lollipops and hoes and Coca-Cola and kid shit. But my man was smart and he held on to it. And once he got out of jail, all the police department lost their shit.
Son of a
So now my boy C Blue is a free man. Free to do his homework, free to find some hoes, free to be on that rap game. And that should be the end of the story, right?
No.
Less than 1 week from him being out of jail, the police scooped his ass up. Was it because he shot another cop? Or maybe he did some more gangster shit? No, it's because the entire police department fucked up bad. If you remember, C Blue was already on probation for that gun charge. So technically, he should be back in jail, right? Well, somehow, the entire New York Police Department missed this tiny detail. The motherfuckers whose very job is to 注意细节 missed the largest, most obvious 细节 of all. Nigga.
What kind of shit is that?
And it wasn't even a police who realized it. It was a goddamn desk clerk who said, I think we have a problem here. Now, C Blue shooting a cop and living to tell about it is pretty badass. But for me, the fact that the entire NYPD was out to get this nigga and missed the very thing, the smoking gun that could have got him, shame. Shame. Yo, I thought the NYPD ranked top 5 in corruption and planting evidence and shit. In this case, you didn't have to plant anything. The evidence shot you in the fucking leg, yo. Now, as of right now, my boy is still in jail, but his fans and people all over the internet are coming up with conspiracy theories about how the police deliberately set him free just so they could get a piece of that bail money and were trying to scoop him up back later. But I want to know what you think. Is this a conspiracy theory, or did the police just fuck up bad? And also, I'm curious, is there anything like this or something similar that happened in Taiwan where the police colossally fucked up? Let me know in the comments down below. Remember to like, subscribe, and catch me, and I'll see you next time. Peace!